Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Near Protocol. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that before watching this one. It's going to be linked in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Now let's jump straight into the TA. So taking a look at the daily chart, as you can see, we do have a Fibonacci retracement set up from the swing high in February 2023 down to the swing low in January 2023 or December 2022, whichever low you want to go for. And we did end up bouncing off of this exact level back in June 2023, and we had a nice run up. Double top pattern here, and then we dropped. So now we're actually losing the June low. Actually, apologies, the June bounce was actually from a level below the December low. So we did lose the December low in June, and now we're even losing the June low. And we're approaching the support block that we've had on the chart for a very, very long time. So $1.10 down to 87 cents is a massive support block that we've had on the charts based on this trading range here in 2020. So we have our back test of support in December 2020, and then we have our back test of support here in December 2020 as well. So that little wick there showed that there is support on this level. You had a few bounces here before you actually broke out, but all in all, this is the block that we have, and this would be an amazing opportunity for anyone to get into Near Protocol. If your average buying price is going to be sitting somewhere within this range here, then you're easily looking at a 20x from here, because I do think we're going to be getting back to $20 at the very least in the next bull market. So a 20x is almost guaranteed if your average buying price is going to be around $1. So if you did set up some buy limit orders, for example, near the 1.272 fib, which is the $1.02 range, you're already up approximately 16.2%. That is if you had those buy limit orders set up. Now, the 1.414 level here is sitting at 91.5 cents, and then you have the 1.618 sitting at 78 cents, and that would be your technical target on this fractal. So since we did end up losing the January 2023 low, and now we're seemingly coming back up to retest it as resistance, and we're gonna end up going even lower. So 78 cents would be our bottom, I would presume, based on what we're seeing here. From where we are right now, that's a further 34.7% pullback. That's quite a hefty pullback for a higher cap altcoin. So if you want to set up some buy limit orders just to protect yourself from missing out on a potential dip, that's going to be a great idea. Because if we do get a dip and you're asleep or you're at work, you're not going to be able to catch those prices. So those buy limit orders really do come in handy. So 78 cents is roughly going to be our bottom that we're expecting here if we are going to be continuing with this pullback. And from what I'm expecting, Bitcoin should retest $24,000 to $24,500 at least before we see the next leg up. It is possible we're going to go even deeper with this pullback, but I'm expecting $24,000 to $24,500 at the very least. Now, taking a look at the daily RSI, you can see that we do have a support here, our support block set up from 32.7 down to 28.3, and then we have a major support trend line at 24.9. We did back test this trend line multiple times before, and we did dip below it in August here, and we did have a dip below it back in June 2023. And we are getting back above the oversold, so now is not as good of a buying opportunity as you had down here, obviously, but this is still a very, very good opportunity to get some near coins, because you're technically sitting at the bear market low. If you don't count all of this here, all this trading data from 2020, you're basically sitting at all-time low prices. And Near Protocol around $1.20 down to $1. Great buying prices, guys. So if you are looking to swing trade, potentially wait for the RSI to head back up to the index of 70 or even higher. But if you're holding for the long term, there's no need to worry about all of these short and mid-term price fluctuations. Just hold your tokens, stake them. For example, you can stake them through the Ledger app, and that's exactly what I'm doing, earning passive income. We can also identify a midterm resistance trend line here. As you can see, we did back test it in April and in July. Maybe we do have another back test before the end of the year. Now I do want to switch over to the 3-day chart. And before we continue with the video, I quickly want to mention my Patreon that's linked down below in the description. If you enjoy my content, you want to get more exclusive content, and you want to support me at the same time, definitely feel free to check out the Patreon, because you're going to get a 7-day free access on my Patreon and an instant access to all of my content since October 2021, which is when I started. You'll get access to content like exclusive weekly podcasts, and we're starting to invite guests already. We have 40 plus low cap gem posts. We have a bunch of project reviews. We have a bunch of resources that are going to help you save time and make more money with this upcoming bull market. So this is definitely a great exchange of value for the both of us. And once again, there's a 7-day free trial. Feel free to check it out. You can leave anytime, and let's continue with the video. Taking a look at the 3-day chart here, you can see that we do have some sort of a falling wedge pattern. So we do have a descending support trend line, and we do have a descending resistance trend line, and you're bouncing up and down, and you're getting closer and closer to the apex. And the closer you are, the more or the higher the chances of a breakout. So we are going to be expecting a breakout from this falling wedge. I would be targeting, if you really want to be technical about it, I would be targeting $2.70. That is the high of this Fibonacci retracement as well. You can see the lowest down here in December 2020. Our 1.618 is sitting at 78 cents. That's basically the fib that we had on the previous daily chart. All things considered, Near Protocol is not doing that bad. Yes, we've lost the July 2021 low. Yes, we broke below the support block and we back tested it as resistance. We're getting rejected from the 20 MA and so on and so forth. There's no volume, but this is what happens in a bear market. So if you don't want to look at these prices and you don't want to look at the charts, you want to stay away from crypto, that's fine. But those people who stick around, who buy all of these boring prices, they're the ones who are going to be selling off of you when you end up getting back into crypto at the all-time high prices. That's just the reality of the situation. So feel free to pick up some Near Protocol at these low prices. Not a financial advice, but I do have a nice Near position myself, and I'm probably going to be adding more coins down the line. My patrons will obviously be advised on that firsthand. And this is the 3-day RSI chart. You can see that we are back testing this resistance trend line multiple times. We've had a few back tests here since February 2023, and we actually lost this support trend line that we've had on the chart. And it looks like we're coming back up to retest it as resistance. So that would be 36.4, and from here we might have a move back down. That is possible, but I wouldn't be swing trading this little event here, because this is it's very risky swing trading when you're sitting at all-time low prices. I would avoid swing trading at all when you're sitting at these prices. I would just accumulate as much as I can and stop worrying about short-term price changes. Now the stochastic on the 3-day is sitting in the oversold, which means this is a great buying opportunity, and the MACD did print a bearish cross August 14th, so that was your indicator for a for a downtrend, for a short-term downtrend at least. And now you can see the moving average is starting to curl up a bit. If we get that bullish cross, we might be looking at a similar scenario, kind of what we got here in June. So we might have a nice move to the upside into September, and that's going to be our last fake out before a stronger dip. It is very possible we do head up into September and we have some sort of a bull trap. That's what I was expecting, but it seems like this July high is going to be it for the summer move to the upside. So we're hoping September is going to bring something, because September is usually one of the more bullish months on the crypto calendar. And that's pretty much everything we have for near. We're not going to set any long-term targets because we don't have a bear market bottom yet. If you want me to throw out a random number there, I would say probably $40, which is going to be a 2x from our local all-time high, or from the last all-time high that we had in 2021, because usually a 2x from the previous all-time high is what altcoins do, you know, generally speaking. So once we have a bear market bottom, then we're going to be able to set up a Fibonacci retracement from that bottom to the all-time high, and then we can actually look at some 1.618 targets to the upside. But if you're bullish on the project, no need to worry, guys. Near is not going anywhere, at least in the foreseeable future. I want to thank you all for watching. Stay safe and have a great day.